Hello everyone, and I'm going to start my tutorial out with the Olay Fresh Effects Swirled Mattifier. And then I'm going to put on my foundation, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. And this is in the shade, I believe it's the lightest shade, Classic Ivory, but I did go a shade or two darker because I felt it was too light. So I'm using my beauty blender, my Crown beauty blender actually, to blend everything out. And then I'm going to go in with my NYX Cosmetics HD Concealer in Fair, because this one does not pull orange like the light shade does. And I'm just highlighting my face. I'm going to do my nose, my under eyes, my forehead, right where my Cupid's bow is, and my chin. And then of course my smile lines just to highlight. Then blend everything out with my damp Crown Beauty Blender. Then I'm going to set everything down with my NYX Cosmetics. This is from the contour kit. This is the banana shade. I put the banana shade first to kind of cancel out those blue undertones that I have under my eyes, and then I went over it with the vanilla shade to brighten it a little bit more. And I'm using an e.l.f. concealer brush to do all the blending out. I like it because it's precise. So I'm setting everything else with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and this is the shade, I believe it's Nude Beige in the setting powder. I don't know, it pulls a little bit dark on me, so I had to go with Porcelain, which is the lightest shade, and I'm just using my e.l.f. powder brush to set everything. Alright, now on for brows. I'm using my Essence Brow pencil in dark brown, and I'm just going to try and do my brows a little bit more natural and not as sculpted as usual. Alright, so I'm going to comb out the product in my brows to make sure it's evenly distributed in my brows, and then clean up any areas that I need a little bit more coverage. And then I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Brow Plumper in brown to set everything down. And I'm going with my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to pick up the shade Salted Caramel and put that in my crease with my Avon blending brush. Alright, so I'm going in with this darker shade. I think it's Milk Chocolate, correct me if I'm wrong. I lost my little sheet that comes with it, so I can't remember all the shades. So I'm using that on the outer corner and just kind of shaping a C shape so that I have a rounded look. Then I'm going to blend it out with my Avon blending brush with no additional product. And do the same to the other eye in like the C motion, because I don't know, I just like that shape it gives me. Alright, so I'm going to take Salted Caramel again. I remember that shade because that's the one I use the most. So I'm just blending out the edges, making sure everything is nice and smooth and blended. Then I'll take the Milk Chocolate shade. I use this a lot as well in my brow bone, and I'm just going to put that in my brow bone very lightly, not too much yet, because I just wanted to blend the colors out. Alright, so I'm spraying some L'Oreal Infallible setting spray onto a flat brush, and I'm going to pick up the shade Marzipan, which I do use a lot as well. The ones that I don't use as much, I forget their names because I lost the little sheet somewhere in my drawers somewhere. But I'm packing on that Marzipan shade on the lid to about the middle. And then I'm going to take Salted Caramel again and just kind of blend it through so I have an easy transition into that really nice metallic shade. Just pack on just a little more if I lost any. Alright, spraying my brush again, and this is actually a painter's brush that I had, and I'm going to use, I think it's called Champagne Truffle, I'm not sure. It's the iridescent shimmer shade, the bigger one, not the milk chocolate, not the white chocolate, but the other shade, the other big shade. So I'm putting that in the inner corners of my eyes. This brush didn't really put on as brightly as I like to, but I still went with it. I liked it. Then I'll take that milk chocolate, or gosh, I wish I could remember that name. I'm going to take it down to the lower lash line to about the middle and very closely to the lash line, hugging it really tightly. Then of course I'll take marzipan and put that in the inner portion and blend it towards the middle, so that way the look is a little bit more highlighted. Then I'm going to actually take this one. I'm not quite sure what this shade is. It's like the shimmery brown underneath salted caramel. Yeah, and I'm just blending that out, putting it on top. And then I'm going to actually take this pink shade that I cannot remember the name, sorry about that, but it is the pink shade in the palette, and I'm just going to blend it out. I felt like it was an interesting way to blend out my shadows on the lower lash line and kind of carry it up to soften everything else. It actually worked pretty well. Alright, taking white chocolate again and accentuating those brow bones a little bit more. Alright, so I'm going to brighten up my under eyes or my waterline and just use a brow product from Ulta. You can use the Benefit Highbrow as well. And then I'm just going to apply my mascara as per usual with the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Drama mascara. Alright, now onto the face. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Color Icon Trio, and I'm taking the bronzer shade. I cannot remember what this trio is, but it's the one with the cool tone pink in it. And then I'm just kind of bronzing everything with my Avon Angled Bronzing Brush. Alright, now I'm going to sculpt my face a little bit more, and I'm going to take the Kat Von D Shade Light contour palette, excuse me, and I'm just going to put that medium shade, or the middle shade, in the middle for my contour. And now I'm taking NYX Cosmetics Ombre Blush, and this is the shade, oh my gosh, I can't remember, but I will leave that down below, don't worry. And it's like a coral shade. I like it. It's really pretty. And I'm taking my MAC Shimmer Cube highlighter, and I'm pressing it onto my skin with my finger. It's a cream highlighter. It's really nice, but you can use a brush as well, so I'm just kind of putting that over when I pat it on, so it makes it a little bit more highlighted. It's a very subtle highlight, but you can pack it on a lot more to make it more intense. I do like it. I think it's still available on the Avon website. Now onto lips. I'm using the Kat Von D shade in, I believe, this has to be Vampira. Yeah, Vampira. So I'm just putting on that one. I felt like it was a perfect vampy lip that just worked perfectly with the eye look. Very subtle, and then a dark vampy lip. Alright, so that's the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this Vampy Look tutorial with a subtle eye. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. So just stay tuned for more looks. Thank you. Bye.